Last weekend, Vegas cleaned up.
Yeah, it did. Last 2 weeks.
Public got absolutely destroyed. Niners, Bills, and Chargers is what all the money was.
Kurt Money didn't get destroyed.
NFL teams getting 50% of bets or more from the public. The first 5 weeks of the season, the public was hitting at 62%. The last 2 weeks, 44%. Huge swing. And teams that were getting over 70% of the money this week were 1-8. So, I mean, the fact that there's 9 games where there's over 70% of the money.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like they cleaned it up.
Taylor Swift and Brittany Mahomes got a secret handshake.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about Britney Spears.
we were meant to not bring her up on purpose because we have to hear it every other fucking time.
I know. I thought he was going to say Britney Spears, and she's explaining why she's giving nudes out there, which I'm kind of interested.
She's giving nudes out?
Yeah. Oh, there's nudes out.
Oh, I missed that.
Sloppy nudes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you've seen her at all in the past 5 years, you know what type of nudes.
When the dance with the knives,
I
was so turned on. I was like, she's so fucking crazy.
Than Taylor Swift.
Oh my God,
without a doubt.
Like, she'll cut your head off in the middle of sex, and you'd be like, I'm okay with it. It's worth the risk.
She's a praying mantis.
First down, dogs.
Manningcast doesn't do that well, which I'm surprised.
Yeah.
It's because they gotta let those guys do it without the fucking governor on. You gotta let them just go. Let them talk. Let them curse. Let them fuck around. Let them make fun of guys.
Last night,
Payne was so pissed at the kicker. You didn't see that part?
He always gets pissed at kickers.
What, when he missed the extra point?
He missed 2 in a row.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I saw that. Also, last night, I was fucking a little bit stoned. And when fucking Aaron Rodgers' robot voice came on.
Oh, my God. That was awful.
I almost jumped out.
And then they said that they fixed it, and then it wasn't fixed?
I almost jumped off the balcony.
Yeah.
I thought there was someone coming for me at that point.
I will say, with one of those extra points missed, I lost out on $300 on my Monday Night Football pool.
Oh, I feel like you have more stories about shit like that than anybody I've ever come across.
Am I wrong? I mean, it's ridiculous.
This is very...
I have bad luck. It's tight.
I'm too fat for this.
Yeah, I am too. I had to lean back.
Don't let the fucking munchkin pick out the furniture next time.
All right, you want to do it?
The member of the Lollipop Guild is choosing
I've seen every one of your living rooms.
I don't have a living room.
You know?
It'll be done by season 4 if
We
you
can't
picked it
fit 4 lazy boys in here. 4 burnt orange lazy boys not going to fit in here.
Burnt orange? I've never had
It
burnt
won't match
orange.
the wall. I don't know. It's made up.
Don't complain. It looks cute. Just sit your ass in it for the hour.
The problem is I can't get my ass in it. That's the problem.
It does. You do look packed in there.
I am squishing like... I don't know how I'm going to get up to pee. You're going to have to like get a shoehorn.
You won't be able to pee this time.
You're going to hear it pop when I get up.
Kurt looked a little weird in it last week too. He looked so rigid. He was like, it looked like he was like being interrogated or
I
something.
felt really weird in it.
Now he looks natural back there. Guy's got a whole desk, multiple beers on the desk.
My beers, my cigarettes, just for comfort.
He's got an ashtray.
Is he in the yellow chair though?
No.
No, what would I be in the yellow chair for?
I don't know. So we can just be in sync.
You're too low, right?
What?
Black chair?
No,
we're not using the fucking black chair.
Those are the chairs that we're using.
Says the guy that's not sitting in a yellow chair.
Yo, it would have been so funny if it came on and she just saw the 2 black chairs. Yeah. What happened?
I would have been so upset.
We used them 1 week while she was here, and then she's gone.
I already said if you weren't going to make it today, I was going to sit back here anyway, and John was going to be over there by himself.
That would have been great. That would have been great.
Live from Disney World.
Yeah, so what's been going on in Disney World? What's the highlights been? What's the lowlights been? Don't do that.
Why?
This is going to be fun.
Oh, you can't see me. I was dancing.
Yeah, I know. We saw.
We could see you.
Oh.
That's why I said, don't do that.
That's part of my rant, so I'm just gonna wait to answer that question.
All right, good start.
So how many hidden cameras are in that Airbnb right now?
Seriously.
Disney Hotel, so even creepier that you
okay.
asked that.
It does look a little Motel 6-ish.
It's a full-blown 2-bedroom villa that pathetically is just for me and my mom, and it sleeps 12 people.
It's the Kapua suite.
Oh my goodness.
Listen, we know you travel in bougie way. There's no way that was going to be a seedy motel room.
No. This is a family friend's timeshare.
Although in a past life, I have rolled to those curtains. I couldn't help it.
Catherine, have you ever rented a room by the hour?
No.
No, me neither.
I didn't. Yeah, okay.
So should we bring up the rant situation?
What do you mean? Oh, yeah.
So we were interpreting as you could rant on pretty much anything you want to rant on, but he's thinking that it has to be a rant on your team.
I would think your team, yeah. Like,
See?
I was thinking your team. Like,
Why can't
well, I
we
guess you
use
could do it.
that?
I mean, you could do whatever you want. You can talk about whatever. I mean, there are times when I go on rants.
True.
I'm not supposed to be, and you guys are just looking at me like,
What
are
if
you
we-
going to shut the fuck up?
What if we do like a little on the team and a little edge on the little rant that we want to put in that?
Well, it's going to be football, right? We're not talking about like,
Mine's football.
Favre.
Palestine or anything, right?
Mine's football.
Okay.
No.
All right, good.
Football.
Hers is Disney.
Yeah, I was going to say, it sounds like it's going to be Disney.
Only a little bit. It's football.
All right. That was not worth having on camera.
No, we could have had that discussion later. Didn't even put up a fight.
No.
All right, first down dogs. Here we are.
Last weekend, Vegas cleaned up.
Yeah, I did. Last 2 weeks.
Public got absolutely destroyed. Niners, Bills, and Chargers is what all the money was.
Kurt Money didn't get destroyed.
NFL teams getting 50% of bets or more from the public. The first 5 weeks of the season, the public was hitting at 62%. The last 2 weeks, 44%. Huge swing. And teams that were getting over 70% of the money this week were 1-8. So, I mean, the fact that there's 9 games where there's over 70% of the money,
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
like they cleaned it up.
Big question is, are a lot more inexperienced gamblers betting than normal?
100%. Yeah,
Yeah.
without a doubt.
So I think that skews the numbers a little bit.
The public numbers, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does it. I always tell people, I'm like, oh, the line's moving. And like, you just listen to random people talk and they'll tell like, oh, the line moved a half a point. And they think that like so many people are betting that. And like, you could have a million people bet their bets. It's the sharp money. It's those
big bets.
It's not just Mike's.
Not even that, but
Whatever
like
his name
the professional groups. They have all like the professional gamblers are in different groups.
Yep.
Once they bring those guys in,
Mattress Mac.
Mattress Mac, he's just a crazy old loon.
Yes. But he can move a line.
No, he can't. 'Cause
No?
he's always betting on his home team.
But I'm saying a $3 million
That
bet.
amount of that weight of a bet.
That weight of a bet's going to
No,
move
it's
a
not.
line.
I'm telling you, it's not going to move the line. That's
He
just
moved it at the Derby.
It's one guy. Oh, the Derby's dead. Horse racing is very different. But like a bookmaker, an odds maker, a handicapper is going to put the line out of what he thinks that can get 50% on each side. That's essentially what they're supposed to be doing. Mattress Mac is just a fan. He's just a guy throwing through. He doesn't know, his ass from his elbow when it comes to, ins and outs of the sport.
No, but a bet that heavy, like Vegas is just trying to even out their money
Yeah.
on which side has the amount of money.
San Francisco, Minnesota moved to 6.5 as soon as that game started.
I'm sure the individual casino it'll swing the line, but I'm talking about like you see look ahead line, then you have the weak line, and everybody's within a half a point. So if someone goes to Caesars and drops 500,000 or 3 million, whatever it is, Caesars, yes, they'll move the line. Absolutely, I agree with you there.
Gotcha.
I want to look up this how much money is being bet now.
Oh, my God.
Compared to like when it was just.
I think they
sports
said
book
New York
days.
was like the most ever in
Yeah.
the first month or two or something like
remember
that.
Yeah, I remember that. They're not really adding new states yet, right?
What do you
I don't
mean?
know. I
Like
stopped
Kentucky
paying
new
after-
states that can do it?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
yeah. When are they going to make college sports legal to bet on in the same state that you're in? That's really jamming me up.
Still can't bet the New York teams, right?
Oh, hate that.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah.
Wait, why?
It's like a whole, moral thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
You can't bet
Yeah.
a college team in the same state that you're in. So we can't bet on St. John's.
Right, but I'll just
Or
drive to Connecticut and
Syracuse?
I'll pay those guys off.
Right.
You mean the guy? You want to place the bet there? You're going to pay off the
No, place the bet here. I'll drive to UConn, pay, give the kid $100,000 to take a dive. Like, that's what they're afraid of.
Yes.
The UNLV scandal. You had was it Boston College? Was it BC? Yeah, that scandal years ago.
Yeah, my cousin's the point guard on St. John's this year. I'm gonna tell him to shave a couple points each.
Yeah, we don't want him to throw the game.
Are you serious?
No, I'm not serious.
Kurt's got to go with cousin is playing point guard.
I got somebody in on St. John's.
You said that so confidently. I thought you really were serious about that.
I did.
We couldn't get that side of the family into Lindenhurst to play some games?
Really?
No, not at all.
All right. How's Disney World?
Disney World is a lot.
Yeah.
How often do you come here in
A
a
few
year?
times a year.
Do you have a season pass?
We used to, not anymore. Since COVID, we
Okay,
haven't had
so you're like rich then.
it. What?
Because it is so expensive.
No,
It's
that's all I have
insane.
is that pass. I don't have anything else.
He doesn't eat when he's there.
He walks around like in Wayne's World with the pass and he just shows it to everybody.
I wear it all year round.
He doesn't eat with the princesses. He just.
I mean, sometimes you got to spring, you know?
Don't say something else I got to cut out.
You have that picture where you were dressed like Gaston last year?
What's that called? There's a word for what that is. Like, I'll figure it out. I couldn't think of it last time either.
Cosplay?
Yeah, no, it's not that. It's like something else, something weirder.
Weirder than Cosmo.
Weirder.
A furry is the only other one that's
Yeah.
weirder than that.
That's when you dress as Beast, not Gaston.
All right, so the week, wow, my numbers are way off here. Week 8 results, or week 7 results. I'm still in week 6 here. Kurt and Katie go 3-2. Big winners. What do you got to say for yourself? This isn't the rant time, but what else you got to say?
You go first, Katie.
Okay. I just have 2 things. First, Bills Madoffs. Obviously, that worked out for me because I picked the Patriots. Second thing, the under. We spoke about this in our chat by ourselves, but the under in Kansas City was just insane that I got that. 41 points in the first half, 7 points in the second. Completely insane. I'll take the win. But Kansas City, Mahomes with 424 points and 4 touchdowns. Kelsey, obviously, with a crazy game. Just, they're insane right now.
Taylor
That's all
Swift
I
had
gotta
money
say.
on the under.
Taylor Swift and Brittany Mahomes got a secret handshake.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk
Yeah,
about Britney
we were
Spears.
meant to not bring her up on purpose because we have to hear it every other fucking time.
I know. I thought he was going to say Britney Spears, and she's explaining why she's giving nudes out there, which I'm kind of interested in.
She's giving news out?
Yeah.
Oh, there's nudes out.
Oh, I
Big
missed
time.
that.
Sloppy nudes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you've
Very-
seen her at all in the past
Yeah.
5 years, you know what type of nudes.
When the dance with the knives,
Oh,
I was
yeah.
so turned on. I was like, she's so
much more
fucking crazy.
entertaining than
Yeah.
Taylor Swift.
Oh my God, yeah.
Without a doubt.
Like, she'll cut your head off in the middle of sex, and you'd be like, I'm okay with it. It's worth the risk.
She's a praying mantis. It's amazing. It's amazing.
The knife thing
Wait,
is the best.
Brittany and Jada though should have a sit down at Jada's red
No,
table
shut
because the both of them airing out all of the business is
Love it.
loony bin shit.
Oh,
It's crazy.
Air it all out. I love it.
How'd you feel about Jackson Mahomes? Looking like a creep.
And how
Yeah, he looked really creepy.
Every time she was on camera, you saw him like slide in and like kind of look up and like, dude, what the fuck?
He was definitely like, as soon as they got there, he's like, I'm sitting behind Taylor.
Yeah. She's gonna have an
Everybody-
order of protection right away.
everybody in that suite though, or anyone that is close to Travis Kelce is like, oh my God, we know Taylor Swift right now. Like they're gonna be at
yeah.
every single freaking game up her asshole.
I'd be asking for tickets, you know? If I'm in that box, I'm like, where's my tickets?
Not leaving that box either. I'm not leaving the box until everybody leaves the box.
Do you bump into her like Billy Madison on the bus with the bus driver?
Oh, I definitely.
And
talked
like you
to
just
Taylor
bump like,
Swift.
oh, this crazy driver here, you know? I'm sorry. I think you have to.
I would ruin it. 3-2. I went 3-2. I'm looking for a 4-1. I'm not going to go over all my picks, but my beloved Steelers, I went against them on purpose. Not really, but that one I really expected to get. But Pittsburgh played fantastic in the second half because they only played one half of football. Tampa Bay, Atlanta. I mean, I'll have more to say on that game when we talk about a couple of the games. Actually, could I do it now?
Yeah,
Could I do
yeah.
Tampa Bay and Atlanta? I'm going to do Tampa Bay and Atlanta's second half. Okay, real quick.
You and people from Tampa Bay and Atlanta are the only ones that watch that game.
Listen, Tampa Bay and Atlanta over every game but one, and they're a division rival. Every game but one since 2014, they went over 40 points. This game they sucked, right? Last drive of the first half, Riddler fumbled on the Tampa Bay 11. Ritter, sorry.
I knew it was going to be not the right name.
I kill everybody's name.
The Riddler.
The Riddler fumbled on Tampa Bay's 11, right? 10-10 at the half. Come back from the half. It's a punt. Tampa Bay fumble. Ritter fumbles again on the Tampa Bay 1-yard line. Punt. Atlanta field goal. Punt. Ritter fumbles for the third time in Tampa Bay territory in the red zone. On the 12-yard line. Mayfield throws a pick. Punt. Tampa Bay field goal with 45 seconds left to tie it up. And then Koo hits a 51-yarder. It was disgusting.
I thought that was going. I thought it was an easy over. They
easy.
scored. They both scored on the first drive, right?
Tampa Bay's second drive.
Okay.
Tampa Bay's second drive. They both scored touchdowns and then dog shit.
But he's right. I mean, there was only degenerative gamblers watching that game.
True.
If you didn't live in that city.
I was one of them who was hoping for the over, and they both drove the field and then gave the ball to the other team. It was disappointing. But I got my double banger with Baltimore and the over, so I was happy about it.
Atlanta's actually a good team, except for the quarterback position.
Yeah, it sucks.
I guess so. They can't score points.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
it's
of the quarterback.
True. And what's up with what's his face?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Being had a headache
No, there's an investigation. The NFL launched an
because
investigation.
of betting.
Yeah, because
Yes.
he was on the injury. He wasn't on the injury report.
Yep.
Until right at the end, and it was just like he's gonna be fine. And then he didn't play. I think he had one carry.
They said he had one carry,
you
which
can't-
wasn't recorded on like the digital
Yeah,
scoreboards,
right.
which
Yeah.
I thought was weird.
So yeah, I saw something on Monday. NFL's launching investigation into Bijan Robinson and why he didn't play.
Good.
So it might be something internal. Headache. I mean, come on, we're not buying a headache, right?
Nah, I'm not buying a headache. I had him as an anytime TD scorer.
They would, if it was a headache, if he was sick, they would have just said he's under the weather. Like they would have said something at game time.
Everything's reported.
I think he was
Yeah.
drunk.
Drunk?
Is that
Yeah.
a real thing?
CC Sabathia used to have a lot of headaches too.
I mean, if it was internal, why wouldn't they say something though? Like, we're making the decision to not play this guy.
Because then
Yes.
it becomes a bigger story.
Imagine you
True.
drafted that guy in the first round of your fantasy draft because you thought he was going to be good.
Yeah.
And they won't give him the ball.
He never touches the ball.
Now he doesn't touch the field. But I'm all right. I'm all right with 3-2. I need a couple 4-1s. I got to get over 500.
That was your rant, or that was just
That
you
was not my
talking
rant.
about
That
the
was
game?
just Tampa Bay,
All right, so
Atlanta.
there's more rants to come.
There's just a small rant. You think it's going to be this big rant. I can't say anybody's name, so it's going to be a small rant. I feel like I'm a TV host over here.
Yeah.
You look like one. And you're also like,
And the way
all of a sudden
like
crossing
doing
your
this-
hands.
I
Yeah.
don't know what
What
my
is
hands
it?
to do, and I don't know what to do with my pencil. I feel like David Letterman.
Ew.
Got any gum?
Hey, gonna go?
And then bringing up the rear, we got myself and Trip at 2 and 3.
Nice.
It's all right. Well, you know, it's all good. My lock of the week, though, came through, and it was an easy one. Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful one.
28-0 before Detroit had a first down.
It was great. Finally, an easy game. That was like the first one all season.
Lamar Jackson showed up, finally.
We've been saying it. Like, they can't score in the red zone. They're getting down there. They're settling for field goals. We said once it clicks, they're gonna start putting up points, and they did finally.
And the Ravens defense destroyed Goff, who was having a hell of a year. It was just all over the whole game.
We
Do
kinda
you
talked
think it's
about
an aberration, or do you think like the lines aren't that good?
I
He's
think
one game?
I think we kind of hit on it a little bit, riding high, going in there. It had to be one of those games.
Yeah, it's like I was saying last week, they're like running away with the division, and it's only fucking 5 weeks in, 6 weeks in.
Little reality check.
Yeah, they'll be all right. They're pretty banged up too, right?
No, they're just getting.
Oh,
healthy.
that was their healthy
Yeah,
last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the Giants was my other big win. Sweated that one out.
Where's that 10-speed bicycle at?
Oh yeah, what's going on? That's
I'm in
it.
Disney.
in Disney.
It will come next week. I will hold true to that bet. I'm the one who wanted to make the side bet, so I'm here for it.
We have cosplay next week too.
Yeah, next week. Darren Waller finally decided to play football this year. Got his touchdowns. Big weekend for tight ends.
Big tight end.
Also, tight end day.
ridiculous.
Is that a new thing?
100% new.
George
thing.
Kittle started it.
Kittle, yep.
That's crazy.
Did every announcer have to say it every time a tight end touched the ball?
Yeah.
Every
time.
Yeah.
When is it going to be left guard day? Is that next weekend?
Nope.
Is
Oh,
this
sorry.
the first year that it happens? Did he like make that a tight end?
I think it was. I think it was
thing?
last year too.
Oh,
They
okay.
do that thing before in like the off season where they have
Yeah, tight end
U.
university.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should make our own holiday,
Let's make a holiday.
or just a day.
What is it?
I don't know.
Juneteenth. Oh no, that was already made. Somebody already made that up.
See, that's what I'm afraid of with the rants. First down dog day. It's got a nice ring to
It
it.
does have a nice ring to it, but what do people have to do on that day?
Bet for Jeremy.
Not
Ruckert.
work.
Smoke camels.
Smoke camels, drink a beer.
Drink.
Do every single one of our vices.
Oh.
You know, work out a shit ton.
Okay.
You know, she's got the only healthy one.
That's not me.
I'll
That's
do
not mine.
cigarettes.
Cigarettes. Obviously, beer.
Alcohol. And then what's yours, Kratom?
I'm happy you guys decided on that one. By the way,
No, Ralph's.
Ralph's.
Oh, Ralph. Are you still getting it? Did you get it today?
I was there last night.
You have to do it all at the same time, too. Yep.
We're getting very close. Flavors are running very low.
yeah, they're still open.
You gotta know, gotta jump around.
Don't they close for the season?
They do. Usually November 1st.
When they run out.
Yeah, but they start running low and the flavor choices.
There's a couple that are closed. The couple he knows is still open.
Well, I usually don't make it to the end because it's like water ices are left at the end. I'm not having a water ice. Come on.
What?
Come on, $2. Water ice. $2.
How about your picks? You got anything about your picks?
Miami game was a travesty in officiating.
I didn't
We
bring
don't
it
have to
up.
get into that unless you want to, because I have a ton of information on that. One of the crazy losses that I had was Steelers Rams. Over, it was like 43 and a half.
Yep.
When I saw the score at 24-17, I was like doing cartwheels. I was like, I fucking smashed the over. This is awesome. That's another win. I bet it as well on the side, like for a lot. And I bet it again on Sunday morning. and then I look and I'm like, wait, I lost that. I said, why the hell was the spread 43 and a half? And I remember saying, oh, the spread's way too high. It makes no sense. Bet the over.
Right.
Because I was like, oh, I look at that game. That spread should be 39.
Absolutely.
And then the Chargers. Oh, I fucking hate the Chargers. Don't ever put your money with the Chargers. Fuck the Chargers. Fuck Staley. They're awful. Awful.
They're another team that didn't play the second half.
No.
Didn't play at all.
They are so poorly coached. And how does it, like, you know how you always get those franchise stats about like, oh, this team hasn't won a game in the last 20 games against this team. It's like, you can't, that's completely different teams, different GMs. The Chargers have been the same my entire lifetime.
Yep.
They're the same fucking team. Great talent, ton of talent, very flashy, soft as hell.
8-8.
Can't finish. Maybe they'll get into the playoffs like a Schottenheimer and get bounced in the first round.
Yeah.
One score games nonstop. Philip Rivers' whole career was, it's 6:30, 7 o'clock. Philip Rivers is down by one score.
Yep.
Let's all tune in.
I feel like Herbert's got to be better, though.
Wow, that's so talented.
They're so talented. They only gave the ball to Eckler, I
know.
think, rushing like 5-6 times, right? It was like,
Yeah. Kelly ripped off that big one.
but you can't just
What is
go.
their issue though? Because Herbert, like, what was it, 2 years ago? Everyone was hot on him.
They still are. I think he's still a darling of the NFL. Like,
I
he's
think
starting to get some
still
heat now.
Good.
Great
I
hair.
think the play calling
It's
sucks.
great hair.
He does have great hair. I think the play calling sucks.
I think the whole
Just like a
coaches-
lot of the coaches this year, but
It's also weird. You don't see him in a lot of commercials and media and stuff like that. He's got
Yeah.
a couple. You would think someone, he's got a good look. You would think San Diego boy or Los
it's the
Angeles.
whole LA
you know.
thing. They don't really
He
have
is. He's
fans.
in the commercials with Mahomes.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you know why? Because he's in LA. There's a lot of good-looking people there. He's mixing in
It's
with
true.
too many
It's true.
good-looking people.
Yeah.
We got to get him somewhere else. Like,
And the Chargers will
Baltimore.
always be second best to the Rams, no matter what the records are. I don't think they get respect.
I don't even think of either one of those teams as Los Angeles.
No, not at all.
It's true.
No,
Just sad.
especially the Rams. They weren't even in Cali.
I think it's sad.
They were.
Yeah, that's it.
What
and
is
then
St.
they
Louis
weren't.
doing nowadays?
And then they were.
Huh?
What is St. Louis doing
Baseball?
nowadays?
Budweiser.
Crime.
Both of those things are sucking right
Yeah,
now.
not doing so well.
Cardinals, Budweiser.
Does Mark McGuire still play for the
Barbecue.
Cardinals? All right, so for the week we go 10-10. That's not good. It's okay. It's not good. No,
Better
it's
than
bad.
the week before, right?
Yeah.
We're down 1 unit.
All right. The for the season we're 71-65-1, getting closer and closer to 500
Yeah,
on
we
the
got
season.
to move it up.
I know. I'm 20-15 in first place, but fading fast. Trips 19-16. Kurt 16-18-1, and Katie 16-19. Did you have 2 winning weeks in a row?
I had 3.
Great.
Oh
What?
shit!
How are you still in last?
It wasn't very good.
She had
The
an 0-5.
middle winning
remember?
wasn't that good.
She had an 0-5.
Yeah.
We haven't had a 5-0 yet.
No.
Let's get on it.
Did we?
Yeah.
No.
4-1.
No,
gives you
I
Green
won that
Bay.
parlay because I put it in late and the line was different.
Yeah, that was your Green Bay one,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Yep.
We need a 5-0.
All right, so the week 8 most impressed, biggest surprise. My biggest surprise, the wide receiver rookie class. Just
Sounds like you did
amazing.
some studying.
Year over year now.
Yes.
The rookie classes are getting better and better at the wide receiver spot. You got Nakua. You got that guy. You see that guy on Seattle?
Luke is the best. He is.
Jojo?
You
Whatever
should-
like that?
yeah.
Or Bobo?
Yeah, Bobo.
Bojo, whatever his name.
Jake Bobo. From Seattle, he had that toe tap catch.
We got Bobo and Puka. What the hell is going on?
2-2,
2-2. But he's not a rookie, though.
but he just started playing.
That's true.
If you're an NFL team, you just take a wide receiver in the last 2 rounds. See
With
what
a funny
happens,
name.
You know? Yeah. Might work out for you.
But they're all like
It's funny when they're saying the names though, like on that, like the commentators are saying those names because they say them like they're not funny. They're funny.
Yeah. Hard to not laugh while you're saying
Yeah.
it. So that's what I got.
The one guy, Tank, is he on Carolina? The guy's name is Tank.
Oh, I don't even know. I don't pay attention to Carolina.
Yeah, no, I think
Only
it's
degenerate gamblers do.
I think it's God damn it.
Weren't they off last week?
Yeah. Have they won yet?
They won last week.
Ready.
Finally.
Oh, man.
So the officiating in the Miami Philly game.
Let's hear
Oh.
it real quick. Go
I
ahead.
was dead asleep at that point. I didn't even see that game start.
It was terrible. It was horrendous.
I mean, you're a little biased, but sure.
I'm very biased. Yes, I'll admit that. But it's only the second game in NFL history that one team had double-digit penalties accepted and the other team had 0. The ref,
That's crazy.
Philly's
the
not
ref that ref the
rules.
game, Mr. Dwayne Haydet or something, Hyde, Heydt, how the fuck you say that? He was an ACC ref. He was suspended from the ACC championship game for quote unquote unethical refereeing.
So how does he get an NFL job?
Seriously.
Grew up, was born and raised about an hour and a half outside of Philadelphia. And then he moved to South Carolina and he went to Clemson. That's where he lives now. And sure as shit, anytime Pittsburgh played, there's been questionable calls. Philadelphia, and he got suspended because of his calls against Clemson because he hates Clemson as a South Carolina fan.
So if
It's documented.
we don't have the answer, but if this happened, how does someone like that become an NFL? If you get suspended for anything, how do you become an NFL referee?
You got to know somebody.
You can't make that extra step.
Also,
Oh,
you know?
that does go a long way.
Yeah. I told you he's from Philly. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, man. Wow.
How about the city of Philly?
I mean, they might be in shambles right now. I think they lose in Arizona.
But it's just a hotbed of sports. It's like,
It is.
it's
second
like
place.
Boston was for a while
Yep.
there.
It is.
Yeah.
Except with the 76ers.
How come it's skipping over New York?
I know. We need it.
Why does that happen?
Maybe it'll come through next year.
We need a Knicks
You're already
champion.
thinking
From
next
Philly trying to get back to Boston and just makes a stop in New York on the way.
That's like a train.
Yeah.
We'll
That's how it
just
works.
grab it. We'll grab the luck and we'll just keep it hostage in New York.
That's the plot of Boston Celtic, where they kidnap the guy and they just hold him. Right?
Great movie. Love that movie.
The movie's called Boston
There we
Celtic?
go.
No, the
Oh,
freaking.
Boston-
What is that movie called?
Boston Strong?
Pride? Boston
No.
Pride?
Boston
Celtic
Strong.
Pride?
Celtic Pride.
Celtic Pride?
Yeah.
Nobody's ever seen that.
Celtic Pride or Celtic Pride?
No,
Celtic
I
Pride.
never
Was
even
it,
heard of
Dwayne
it.
Wayne?
The
right?
Fighter Part 2.
Dan Aykroyd,
I've never seen it.
Daniel Stern.
Me neither.
What? Where they capture he's
No.
on the Utah Jazz. and they capture him
Never
during the
seen it.
playoffs.
It sounds great.
No, it's not.
It's a
terrible.
comedy?
Yeah, well,
Great movie.
I've never seen it.
it's a true story.
We have to take a break. Come on. Get your ads. We're back. Thanks to the Paul Schaefer Late Show Band.
Are
Was it
we
cold
still
in
on
there?
like biggest, most impressed? What? Anybody got anything for that?
I think we kind of all combined them together.
Katie, you have one?
So I don't have one that falls into like the label of any of those, but I have a stat that I just thought was kind of crazy.
All right, well, shout it out.
But he is on the Raiders, so maybe it's not so crazy.
All right, I'm going to take a nap.
Josh Jacobs, been playing since 2019.
Right.
Finally scored his first receiving touchdown, only to have it called back
That's not true.
because of a penalty.
He's never gotten a
100,000% never scored a receiving touchdown.
Because he doesn't have had a quarterback.
I would call that a fun fact.
That is.
Well,
Yeah.
fun fact.
Should have been riding his under reception touchdowns if that was a thing. You know?
I never knew that was a thing.
Interesting.
Definitely thought he scored a.
I bet his no. Do they do props on just receiving touchdown for him? Because then it's probably like plus
No.
3,000 or something.
No, it'd be just a touchdown.
All right, hit your rants, and then we'll go into the picks.
All right, Katie, you want to go first?
Sure. I just have little things. First of all, Lions, what the fuck? That's the only statement I have is what the fuck. Fine, they're tired, they were due. Fine. But I really hope they don't continue with that because the Niners, also what the fuck? Like, that's heartbreaking to me that
trying to get
they
us
had the
canceled.
second week of disappointment. Like, we can't have just Miami, I guess, being like a consistent-ish team. That's boring. Whatever. Vikings, pick if you're good or bad. They're the most annoying team consistently for the past 3 fucking years. Why? They're either good 1 second or they're really fucking bad. There's never anything in the middle with Kirk Cousins. Kills me. I was on his bandwagon. Now I'm off of it. I want them to pick a side. And my only thing to say about Disney is it's for rich people. And if you have children, please go somewhere else. You can spend the $10,000 you would spend here on much better places. That's it.
Thanks. I just put a deposit for a room at.
Do not come here with your children.
What do you want me to do? Crush my daughter's dreams?
Tell her when she's 16.
She's not going to understand. She's 7, and that's all she wants in life, and I'm going to give it to her.
That was a pretty good rant.
I mean, yeah, besides saying the F-bomb left and right, you said you weren't going to use that word.
I know. Well, go Jets.
That was like a real serious, like fucking Jersey Shore rant. Holy shit, Snooki.
Wow, that was amazing.
And capped it off with "Go Jets."
I should have went first.
Well, the rant has to be
Yeah, you can't follow
passion.
that.
I can't follow that.
The rant has to be passion. I've been better with the F word. In
No, that was
regular.
great.
I'm just going to simply say that there was a Pittsburgh radio host who said the Steelers might not win. They're definitely not going to win every game in the next 4 games. They might lose all 4 games.
What?
They might lose all 4 games, the Pittsburgh radio host said.
Right.
The next 4 games on their schedule. They definitely won't win their next 4 games, okay? Because it's a little light of a schedule. Well, they won the first one against the Rams. And the reason why they won the first one against the Rams is because I think they're accepting the fact that they have a 2-headed monster with Warren and Najee. And as long as Najee is okay with that, I think they can move forward. The other thing that they're doing is that they're throwing the ball down the field. They had Deontay Johnson back. They're throwing it to Pickens. I think, what is the stat here? Passes of 15 yards or more to Pickens, they're 10 of 15. Kenny Pickett's 10 of 15 with 2 touchdowns. Passes of 15 yards or more, not to Pickens, they're 2 of 16 with 1 touchdown and 3 interceptions. Deontay Johnson, I will not back. He finally made an important first down catch and then got a penalty for trying to taunt the other team.
Saw that.
It was a big win. I did bet against them. Like I said, maybe a little bit on purpose. I didn't think they would go in there. They played their one half of football that they always play. Everybody's knocking their defense. I think that they have a chance. They're definitely going 500 or more. So that's not even a question anymore.
Interesting.
Stop killing Kenny Pickett. He's in his second year. He didn't even play a full year. What I love about Pittsburgh is that we are not booing Kenny Pickett. We are booing the offensive coordinator. We give our quarterback time when we think he has a chance to be somebody. And I think we got to keep on going. We're 4-2. It's not like we're 3-3. We're not 2-4. We're 4-2, and we have a chance to make a move here. We've already beat Baltimore. We're 2-0 in our division. Everybody else has got a loss in their division. Pittsburgh's riding high. The second thing I want to say on my rant is stop. And I know you have a problem with the Miami, and that is weird. Something is going to come out within the next 2 years that referees are involved with gambling, and it's going to be bad. But stop talking about the script. There is no script in this game. Referees are going to be involved. It's going to be a huge story. It's going to be a big problem. There's no script, though. That's all I have to say. It is so annoying to watch TikTok and Instagram and deal with this goddamn script thing. But there will be a story. In a year or two, there will be a story about referees being involved in these games. Definitely. Go Pittsburgh.
You know any of those refs? Can I get their numbers?
I want to know when that guy's reffing the next Pittsburgh game because I'm going for it.
There was some crazy Tomlin stat that came out of this week, but I can't look it up because my phone's recording. Does anyone know it?
I love Coach Coolbreeze. You can't say anything to get me.
He was a fantastic neurosurgeon before he became a head coach.
Yeah. House.
He needs to make decisions, and he needs to win a playoff game. That's his big deal. He needs to start winning very important games. I love him. I don't want to get rid of him. I love the fact that they keep the same coaches. 4 coaches in 60 years, whatever it is. He needs to start winning big games.
What their rosters haven't been good. It's not like they haven't. They're not the Chargers where they have a ton of talent and they just can't put it together.
Sure.
For the last 5 years, he's been winning with dog shit. Yeah. Since the Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell days.
Yeah.
Like after that, they've been shit, and they've never gotten a stud on offensive wide receiver.
Pay. They never do pay, and Ben always took a pay cut. That's how they were able to. Yeah, he always restructured his contract to make sure they had money for other people.
Now, was that from the settlements of the cases, or no? That was different. That money was different.
All that story is dead.
Story.
Yeah, just one.
It's another script.
Come on, the guy almost died on a motorcycle accident. Leave him alone.
Yeah.
That makes it all right. Yeah. All right, we're moving on to the Week 8 picks. No buys this week.
That's weird.
Yeah, very strange.
That's so weird.
Every team's playing. A lot of football.
Because I just brought up to JK. I was like, you know what? Maybe we should have a wild show where we don't talk any bullshit in the beginning or the end. We just do every single game. It's a mega pick game. No buys. When all the buys run out, he's like, there's no buys this week. Yeah. I was like, oh, Jesus. There goes that idea.
No, let's do it right now.
I can't do it now. I'm not prepared.
Also, the teams getting the most action this week to start the week. So do with this information what you want. The Lions, the Bills, the Seahawks, and the Vikings.
The Vikings?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, baby.
People just fall right in.
Yeah.
All right, so who goes first?
Not me.
Not you two.
Either of you two.
You got to go first. Hopefully you got one pick made.
Oh, man, no, I don't. I didn't realize we were on this segment yet. I'm not even close to being ready.
This guy has so many funny things on his computer screen. It's the first time I could see it.
See? And you think I'm looking at paper. It's his ridiculous screen all the time.
It's pictures of you, Katie.
It's Katie's room ready for
He's testing out the live feed of your room at home that he set up while you were in Disney World.
We're going to need some more natural light.
For $7.99 a month, you could tap into any Disney Airbnb.
You guys, stop.
This guy's paying Joey off with like treats as he's walking in the door. He's like, don't worry. Sean pulls out the dog's wagging his tail now.
Yeah. So, now we have. I'm going to take my first bet. I'm taking the Los Angeles Rams getting 6.5 at Dallas. I understand Dallas is coming off a bye. It's great and all. Mike McCarthy's not great after a bye. 6.5 points for Dallas. I don't understand. They're not that good. They look like dog shit right before the bye. And also another weird thing is Dallas Cowboys at 1 o'clock on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Seems completely foreign to me.
It does seem, especially this game too.
And LA, which is crazy.
Right?
I don't understand why it's at 1 o'clock.
Part of the
It's a weird
script.
fucking game. It's in the script. So
Definitely
give me the Rams. That's all I got on that.
All right, my first pick.
Wait a second. Nobody's jumping in on that game?
No.
All right. I'm taking
Are
the
you?
over. I'm taking the over at 45.5. I think they're going to go back and forth. I think the Rams are dying for a victory, and they're going to do everything they can to get a victory. They took 2 hard losses in a row. Rams, Dallas, over 45.5.
Rams are 23-13 off a loss.
23-13.
23-13-4 off
They
a
could
loss.
win
in
all
their
they
last,
want. I need them
31.
to score 42 at least.
The overs are so scary right now.
The overs are
Yeah, I'm
super
so
scary.
You almost don't want early scores. You want the game to be high scoring late.
Nobody-
Every time it's an early score, I'm like, oh, it's definitely going over.
But I feel
Never
like
happens.
no game has had that late back and forth
No.
TD situation
No.
yet.
The
And that,
Giants, was it?
not the Giants.
Yeah, Panthers. Or no. Who the fuck?
What
Bills?
year is it
Well,
talking about?
Washington, they were up, who was up 28-0 and then all of a sudden it became a game? Was it Washington, Atlanta? Or
Oh,
something?
Washington,
yeah,
Philly?
Philly? No.
Oh,
Anyway.
the comeback game.
Yeah.
The Vikings?
No, definitely not the Vikings.
No,
Anyways,
the
more
This is good
importantly-
radio.
Nobody knows.
Yeah, right now. But you would think because the unders have been crushing all season.
Yeah.
It's the highest amount of numbers so far. You would think like, all right, they're gonna go over. Even last week, the unders still won.
Yes.
So, and I'm looking at the spread totals, and I'm like, I don't like that many overs because I would think it's got to swing the other way. They have to go heavy on the unders.
I'm begging for the swing the other way. I really am begging for the swing the other way.
All right, my first game, I'm going to Indianapolis. Saints are coming to town. Colts are 1.5 point favorites. The Saints are catching a lot of shit right now. They're very highly ranked in a lot of offensive categories, though. They had 2 losses, the Texans and the Jaguars. They outgained the Texans in that game, and the Jaguars are a fucking good team.
Yep.
But I think they're getting a lot of shit from those 2 losses. I don't love the Minshew starting, even though that didn't work for me last week. This guy came out hot.
He did.
But I'm thinking he comes crashing back down to earth a little bit. Taking the Saints 1.5 points, giving 1.5, getting 1.5 points in Indy.
Will Olave play, whatever his name is?
Olave?
Is it Olave or Olave?
What about Olav?
He got
How do you say it?
arrested. I say
Olave?
Olave.
Olave.
I say Olave. Chris Olave?
Chris Olav?
I think that's what it is.
Yeah. He got arrested.
I know.
Is he going to play?
Probably.
He's good. Car's just going to check down anyway to Kamara. It doesn't matter. It doesn't.
Kamara's in trouble. Like trade rumors for him too this week.
Not if they win.
Kamara?
Yeah, the trade deadline is Halloween. Coming up.
Okay. So he's got
Next
one
week.
game to prove himself.
Yeah. All right, Mickey, you're up.
Mickey, can I at least be Minnie? Shit.
Minnie's
all right.
slutty.
First pick.
She's
Bears
fucking
at
goofy.
Chargers.
That one.
Who?
Oh, I am a little bit goofy. Bears at Chargers.
Bears and Chargers.
The Bears still play football.
Yes.
Tyler Badgett.
Yeah, taking the Bears. Tyson.
Wow.
Taking the Bears
Sydney.
plus 8.5.
Just like-
I simply don't think the Chargers are that good. I've been saying it all season that I don't think they're that good. Every time you guys want to pick them, it's weird to me. But 8.5 too is a big spread. And Tyson, his name's Tyson. You called him Tyler?
Okay. We've already made that. We've already been over that. And where the fuck were you last week on the Chargers? You could have helped me out there. You've been
You
saying it
weren't
all
in
season, but you didn't
studio.
mention it to me last week.
You weren't here. All right. Anyway, Tyson is in line, I think, to start again. I don't think Fields is starting. I think he's out. I love his little underdog story. His dad, Travis, have you guys seen the stuff about him? Is a 28-time arm wrestling champion. Give me all the randomness.
Are they from
I'm on board.
Connecticut?
Charger. Bears plus 8.5. Also, where is Shepherd University?
I don't
Anyone know?
I don't know,
Kentucky?
but I think he is from Connecticut.
No, definitely not.
not.
Some guy at work today was telling me that he used to go to school with him.
Yeah, not in Connecticut.
Did he have a southern accent?
He was from Connecticut.
No.
So he lied to me.
No.
So the guy at work
So he's
lied
not
to
from
me.
Long Island?
But he told me the whole arm wrestling thing.
All right, we'll look it up again. We're not going to look it up right now. Trip,
right.
you're up again.
Oh, come on.
Trip, this is the game.
Sucks.
Third season. Second and a half season.
I don't like any of these things.
You've been here the whole time.
I'm going to take the under in the
How
because I missed on the under in the first time these two teams played. I'm going to go for it again.
Oh, God.
Miami, New England at Miami. I'm going to go under 47. I think Belichick's going to do his typical 3 deep, nothing behind us, keep everything in front of us kind of thing like there. Tua's undefeated against Belichick against the spread, which is fucking crazy. I think he's 6-0 then, maybe 5-1 against the spread, actually, against Belichick. So I think it's going to be a close game. I do love New England plus 9.5, but Mac Jones, I fucking hate Mac Jones. He cost me so much goddamn money because that fucking safety 2 weeks ago, and I didn't get to rant about it last week, but fuck Mac Jones. Okay? Fuck Mac Jones. Yeah, give me the under, 47. I think Belichick plays bend but don't break.
Big win. Coming off a big win.
New England's going to run the ball a lot. They found something in the running game last week, and Dolphins cannot stop the run.
All right, my second pick, I'm picking against the Carolina Panthers for the rest of the season.
Until they win. And then I'm going to pick with them.
The Texans are
Yeah,
playing the
until next
Carolina
week.
Panthers again. I feel like they just played them a couple weeks ago. Houston's 3-point underdogs in this one. Like I said, I just can't get behind Carolina. They're a terrible team. The Texans are coming off a bye. Going with C.J. Stroud. Interesting, he's been so impressive. They can't get the run game going. It's an even more testament to how good he's been playing. I like the Texans to go on the road, knock off the Panthers, give them 3 points.
I'm going to Monday Night Football. Vegas at Detroit. It's a bounce back, baby. I'm going Detroit. I'm taking the 8.5. I feel like this would be my lock of the day.
Oh.
Monday night is also going to get a bounce back from San Francisco not beating Minnesota. I think Detroit. I think Dan Campbell just he pulls all the weapons out on Monday night. He's not going to stop. He's not going to get off their throat, and he's just going to try and kill them. Vegas is awful. Garoppolo back or not, they don't know what they're doing.
Is he back this week? Confirmed?
No, but they said that he should be back, but that was Sunday. Who the hell knows? If he's not back, it's even better. It doesn't matter. 8.5, Detroit kills them. That's it.
Watch, this is going to be the first week that Jacobs gets his touchdown.
Yeah, Las Vegas
receiving.
is going to win by 22.
Yeah. Jacob's going to have 3 receiving touchdowns.
Check down, Jacobs. Touchdown.
All right, Katie, you go again?
I do. Keeping it simple. Browns at Seattle. I'm taking the over 40.5. Simply because the Browns have just been putting up points almost every week. And Seattle coming off their win, they're at home. I feel like they put up some points too. I see this game being at least 20 something. Yeah, that's it.
They're getting, what's his face back? Metcalf's coming back this week too. I'm jumping in on this one. I'm taking the Seahawks -3 in this
Good.
game. Browns hype is over.
Yes.
No one knows who the hell is playing quarterback this week. Sean Watson, I looked up, he was getting driven through the ground on Sunday.
I didn't even think it was that hard of a hit, to be
It was
quite
not.
honest.
Well, it fell right on his shoulder, though.
Yeah.
The ref in the Miami game went through a flag on that.
Despite Myles Garrett doing everything he can possible, the Browns defense still gave up a bunch of big plays last week. I'm taking Seattle in this one. Browns offense is 31st in the league. Their defense is wearing down. Just Seahawks -3. They're home.
I love that pick. I've been going back and forth with that game all day. I love that pick. There's no way Cleveland's winning 3 in a row. For Cleveland to win 3 in a row, I mean, I feel like I've never seen it before.
Seahawks are good.
Seahawks are good.
You taking it?
And it's in Seattle. I can't. I went away from it. You
I'm going to take it.
All right.
The only reason I don't love it is because I think it's a square pick. Like I think it's one of those like very obvious picks. And he started out saying at the top, public is all over it. But everything I echo what he said.
Yeah.
I do love them in that spot. I just makes me nervous about the public bet. That's it. I'll take Seattle though. Great points.
All right. Where we at? I got 2.
Katie.
I got 3.
Dang,
I
with the
got
guys.
2 too.
2-2.
You go, Katie.
2.
You go again, Katie. I'm pretty sure
I
you have,
do? Okay.
I feel like you also have 3.
Do you have 3 or do you have 2?
I have 2.
All right. Go for it. Because I'm about to have
And-
4.
I'm taking Eagles at Washington. I'm taking Washington plus 6.5.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Washington had a bad week last week. Fine, whatever. But the Eagles, to me, still are not the team that maybe everybody wants them to be. It's Washington. The Eagles barely escaped them in overtime back in week 4. I think they can come within 6.5 points of the Eagles.
You did see them beat up on Miami, right?
Beat up.
I'm sorry, 2 touchdowns? They beat up on Miami.
The refs won the game.
Am I going to go with that the whole
The refs
year?
won the game.
It's a letdown
We'll see.
spot.
All right.
At home, underdogs, division game,
You got it.
trips all over this.
You got it.
Look
I-
at these.
No, because I think it's too much of a letdown spot for Philly. I loved Philly when I first saw the line, but I'm nervous about Philly just being deflated. So I stayed away because I think they might cover that number. So I'm going to say that game makes me nervous.
I think Philly's covering it too. I'm going to go with two picks in one. Atlanta, Tennessee. Once again, probably one of the worst.
What are you doing?
I don't know what I'm
You
doing.
cannot bet this game.
I sure can, and I'm putting 2 bets in on it.
Disgusting.
First of all, I'm definitely taking the over because Tennessee is using 2 quarterbacks this weekend, so that means 3 quarterbacks are playing this weekend. Okay,
Oh my God.
somebody's got to put up
He's
points.
just he's excited.
And they can't throw the
his
ball.
Listen,
Eiffel
Tennessee.
Tower thingy worked out last
I
week.
didn't
and he's
say it
doing
though. I
again.
made you say it. Eiffel Tower. I go with double banger. I'm going with the over 37.5 because it's so low. Tennessee's coming off the bye. Coach is going to have them ready. They are underdogs at home against a horrible Atlanta offensive team. Tennessee's going to take advantage of all the problems that Atlanta has. I'm going Tennessee plus 2.5, over 37.5.
Atlanta's not bad.
They're not good.
It's just the quarterback. They got to give somebody else a shot. They're a good team.
Okay, we'll see. We're in week 8.
I would have followed you there, but I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago. I put my money on Vrabel, and everybody in the room was like, "The Tennessee Titans are awful." I was like, "I'm betting on Vrabel."
Yeah, but that was the Baltimore game, I think.
Whatever it was, I still lost my fucking money by betting on Vrabel, and I love Vrabel as a home dog after a bye.
Well, hello.
But he
Come
burned
join
me.
me.
He burned me.
All right. You won't bet on him, but you're gonna pick the Minnesota Vikings. That's what you're gonna do, right?
That's crazy.
I know.
You're
You know why? Because
psychotic.
Kirk Cousins has a direct line to Jesus Christ.
Also,
Only
they-
sometimes. Only
Also,
when he feels like
did you
being
change
good.
your shirt in the middle of the show?
Yes, I did.
Well, that's not good for continuity.
Yeah. It's week 8 or 9 now.
Wait, I got one more outfit change.
He's making picks for next
I
week.
thought it was just a hoodie he put on. Is it a completely? You took off the old shirt and put on a new one?
It's not.
Because he wasn't comfortable in the chair, I bet. I know.
Yeah, it's exactly what it was.
What the fuck's happening?
Oh, I didn't even notice.
The chair's made for toddlers. I couldn't move.
How many picks you got?
I made 3.
I have 3 too.
I got 3.
I'm up again, right?
Kurt just got the Jets Giants
Yep.
game.
Jets Giants game, right? I got. Just kidding. I'm gonna go with the under in the Jacksonville Pittsburgh game because Pittsburgh is fucking god awful to watch. Jacksonville's averaging I think it's 24 points. They're actually not doing terribly, but Pittsburgh can't score. Jacksonville is due for a dud. Give me the under 41.5.
I'm jumping in on this. I'm taking the Steelers plus 2.5.
Good boy.
Kurt said it before. I'm not sure how they do it, but they just find ways to win. Mike Tomlin, he's at the center of that. He's 56-20 as an underdog in his career. Sharp money all over Pittsburgh early this week. 2.5's okay. Would love for it to be 3, but I'll take him. Steelers plus 2.5.
Go money line.
Yeah, but if you 2.5, that means that's exactly what you get for being the home team now. 2.5.
Yeah.
So
I think it's
on a neutral field, Jacksonville, Pittsburgh, I think Jacksonville's a way better team.
Last time they played in the playoffs, they murdered them, but that was a different story.
But again, the X factor, like you said, Tomlin as an underdog is fucking insane. His record.
Jacksonville on a bit of a streak too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's time they go
3
down.
straight, right? 3 straight.
They're due.
It's time they go down in Pittsburgh.
They'll probably win, but we'll see.
Just got to cover.
Very negative.
All right, I got one. I just got the Jets-Giants game left.
I have 2. I have another one. Chiefs at Broncos. Because I had nearly a freaking heart attack last week. I'm going to go with over 46.5 points.
Wow.
The Chiefs, I feel like, are finally hitting their stride when it comes to scoring. The last game that they played each other was 19-8 Chiefs win. So many unders for them. They have to be due for an over. Like, that's what I'm going with, that they're due for an over.
Going with my style.
What?
Going with my style. The do.
I am. They're due.
What was that?
She's going Kansas City, Denver. Over 46.
Over 46.5.
I'll take it.
Is Tay going?
Same one?
No, it's in Denver. Yeah, I'll take over 46.
What does that mean?
What?
She doesn't travel?
You think Tay-Tay's going to
I think she might go. Mile
Denver?
It's
high.
in Denver.
I heard she couldn't breathe up there.
Puff a little cheebs.
Yeah. Jackson Mahomes won't let her out of the basement.
I think they made all drugs legal there now, didn't they?
I think I know Oregon.
Oregon
All
did,
drugs
yeah.
Legal.
All drugs? Just
Yeah.
everything.
Everything.
Everything in Oregon.
GHB. You want to go take a trip?
Interesting.
Crack. When was the last time you took a hit of crack?
Wait, was that you seriously just taking that pick?
What?
Sorry, you took the same pick as her?
Yeah.
Wait, how many picks do you have?
That's his fourth
That was
one.
his fourth. He's
No, I-
excited for the Jets
Oh.
Giants.
No, you have to pick the Jets-Giants game.
Okay. I have four.
Is
four.
he on our text messages?
No. You guys let
He
me out.
responded that he noted that he had to pick the Jets-Giants game.
So does everyone have 4 picks?
I got 4 picks.
Yes.
All right. Do you need to cut the camera?
Yeah, I can. That'd be good. You want to come back?
Yeah.
First down, dogs.
How long have you known JK? You have to know what he means by
See?
his bullet points by now.
Barely know this girl. She knows me.
Sorry.
It's very upsetting. I was in your
Not a real
wedding.
friend.
You were in my wedding. We're not on the same page?
Did you guys do a funny dance with each other too?
Yes.
Absolutely not.
He
That was
said
two-
yes.
That was 2 different answers.
I wasn't at either one of them.
I thought it was funny. He didn't find it funny. He said it was slightly inappropriate, if I remember correctly.
All right, here we go. The Snoopy Bowl.
the worst part of the day.
This was your idea.
Oh,
I know.
hater.
This is bad flashbacks.
You should know I come up with bad ideas all the time.
This is your idea. You also told Jesse to shave his head earlier.
Did I?
If you're going bald, though, the thing is definitely to shave your head first.
Yeah, but if he has another year and a half left, would you let it go for the summer and then do it?
It depends how bad it is.
Well, how bad is it? You know him.
I actually didn't think it was bad because I didn't.
All right.
I asked, "Oh my God, is he going bald?"
Yeah, I think he's got another year and a half.
All right.
Okay.
Then it'll be like an.
I think the movie's to go Hulk Hogan. Grow the sides out super long.
See, we
We talked about that.
we talked about
That's
that.
great.
It's not
No?
the move. No,
No.
if you wear a hat, and that's the move.
the horseshoe is no good. But then you got to wear a hat every day.
Okay.
Your hair's good, right? You got nice hair.
Also, then
great
you're
hair.
lying to the people. It looks like you have hair, and you really don't when you take the hat off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never lied to people before.
All right. The Jets are playing the Giants
Ugh.
in MetLife Stadium. The Giants are the home team. They're 3-point underdogs. The over/under is set at 25 points.
I wish.
Under.
I'll go first. Will Andrew Thomas play? Will Daniel Jones play? It's kind of hard to make this pick at this point. Tyrod Taylor's played well. He's managed the game for the Giants over the past couple of weeks. A lot of controversy on the local sports radio. Will they bring Daniel Jones back? Will they let Tyrod Taylor continue to manage the games? The Giants blitzed a lot.
Yes, they did.
It's Wink.
A lot. Sam Howell couldn't fucking handle it last week. So you'd think Zach Wilson, not the best quarterback in the world, he would be struggling with a blitz. He actually performs better when he's blitzed.
Okay.
All right?
I like that fun fact.
His completions percentage rises by 3 points. A whole 3 points.
Okay. 3 points. It's way better.
His yards per attempt, 2.5 yards higher. He turns
2.5 yards.
and he,
It's a blistering,
Oh, man.
blistering stats.
and he turns the ball over at the same rate
So
when he's
worse.
not rushed.
Very consistent.
Yep. I think Wilson manages the game. Breece Hall is going to be the difference in this game. He's a playmaker for the Jets. He's locked in. He's going to be all over the Giants' 29th ranked run defense. No shocker here. I'm taking the Jets going on the road into their own home stadium.
In New Jersey.
Laying 3 points. Jets get the win. Move to 4-3 on the season.
What a confusing game. What a confusing situation.
I think I said it all. Just make your picks.
You did pretty much say it all. I think Katie's got to go next because she's probably picking the Jets. Get that out of the way.
There's no way you guys are picking either team as an over-under.
Oh, I go? Do I go?
Yeah. No, I'll go too because I have to ride with my squad. I have to be like him. The Jets -3. The Giants are not good. I don't care who their quarterback is, and I don't care if they won last week. They're not good, and I'm sorry to disrespect my friends that are Giants fans. We're not friends this Sunday. We are enemies on this Sunday. But yeah, the Jets D I think is going to show up. Reed and Sauce are back, right?
Sure.
Yeah. Jets -3. I don't have a lot to say. I think they're the better team.
It's a great segment.
You go because I still haven't picked this game yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Great.
looking to be influenced.
I got a
and
great
those
stat for
two
you.
did nothing to influence me.
All right. I got you. Here's a stat for you.
Hit me up.
Road favorites off a bye are 61% against the
See?
spread. The Jets
Oh,
are
shit.
a road favorite coming off a bye.
In their own stadium.
Yeah.
Makes me
Yeah.
wanna
That
go.
should be an extra fun fact.
If Daniel Jones is playing, I would double down on the Jets and put twice as much on it because he's awful and he's awful at home. If Tyrod plays, I'm actually nervous, but I'm taking the Jets +3. I think they're gonna eat up that offensive line. It's gonna be a bloodbath. You might have 8-9 sacks.
There's no way in hell I'm making this a 4 on going
four
on
what?
the Jets. A 4 Pete. I don't know what you call it. I don't know what you I don't
Cover four?
points in
We've
mine.
had that. We've had
Cover
that before,
4.
where all 4 of us picked the Jets.
I can't.
Let's take the under.
Yeah, you can.
See, I want to either go over or Giants.
No, you can't go over.
It's 36.
It could be 11, and I still would consider the under.
How's the weather? It's supposed to be gorgeous.
It's gonna be nice.
It's going to be nice. See, I kind of think a little bit of the opposite. I think if Daniel Jones was playing, he would finally be excited to play, and the coach wouldn't have to perk him up before the game.
He's had 2 good quarters all year.
For shits and giggles, hoping that you have an enjoyment, Katie and JK have enjoyment watching the game and see some points scored, I'm going over 36.5. The overs are coming up this week. I don't know.
I hope
The
so.
game sucks. I think the Jets are probably a little bit of the better team. I am not making a cover 4 on the Jets. So I'm going the
Probably.
over.
I hate the Jets, but they're marginally better than the Giants.
They haven't proved anything yet. If they beat the,
Oh,
if they beat
Maroon,
the
here
Giants,
we
How would you
go
say that? They
again
beat
with
the
this
Bills?
bullshit.
if they
Look at-
beat the
And
Giants,
Philly.
Philly game was a joke. That wasn't real. That was it was part of the script. Listen,
Then the Pittsburgh game last week wasn't real.
if
Are we doing this?
if the Jets beat them by 7 or more, I will give the Jets props. If not, if they are fighting to the death to this game and then possibly lose this game, the Jets are right where they are, right where they always are. If they don't blow the doors off the Giants, you got to be pissed.
They're gonna put that on the bulletin board in the locker
Yeah,
room.
seriously. I just sent that to CJ Uzama.
Yeah.
CJ
Usmanzada.
Usmanzada is getting kicked off the team because Ruckert is going to be a number 2 soon, and that's it.
Yeah, I think he's going to get in this weekend.
He's getting in this
I
weekend.
think so. I would hope so.
I almost thought I forgot to bet on him. Oh, they had a
There was
buy.
a bye,
That's
that's
why.
Yeah.
I'm putting
61%.
money on him. I'm putting the money on him.
All right.
That would be the storybook
Yeah.
first touchdown versus the Giants
Wouldn't it?
Would be
at
great.
home, essentially. That's amazing.
It's happening. All right, I got the Jets -3. I got the Saints +1.5. The Texans -3. I don't have any more picks. The Steelers +2.5, and the Seahawks -3.
Love the Seahawks pick. I got the Dallas Rams over. I have too many overs. I have 3 overs. Dallas Rams over 45.5. I have the Giants and Jets over 36.5. Detroit Lions lock of the week 8.5 over Vegas. And then my double banger, Eiffel Tower, Tennessee, +2.5 as JK shakes his head, and the over 37.
I got the over Kansas City and Denver over 46.5. I have the Los Angeles Rams +6.5 at Dallas. I got the under in the Jacksonville Pittsburgh game under 41.5, and I have the Seattle Seahawks -3.
I have the Chiefs at Broncos over 46.5 points. The Jets -3 versus the Giants. Bears +8.5 versus the Chargers. The Browns at Seattle over 40.5, and the Eagles at Washington, taking Washington +6.5.
So the only thing you said about Disney World is you have to be rich to go there and don't bring your kids there.
Pretty much. 2 things I am not.
Because it's just so the whole I don't even really want to get into it because it's a whole Disney sucks now.
I'm sorry.
What they've made it isn't fun. Like, I'd rather come the way I used to come as a kid and wait on lines, even as a teenager. I'd rather come and wait on lines and do it that way than have to wake up every day at 6:45 in the fucking morning on vacation to go in to pay money for a fast pass.
You could have
You
waited
could wait on the
online.
line.
You'll never get.
It's 2 hours. I mean, it's crazy. That's crazy.
I did it last year, and that fast pass. I think they called the Genie or whatever it was.
The Genie Pass,
Yeah.
yes.
So we started using that, and I was like, this is absurd. For the next 2 or 3 weeks, the algorithm just started spitting me articles talking about how shitty this app was and how Disney is like losing a ton of money because of it, and people are irate. It's a year later, they still have it. It's the worst thing.
They are
like,
definitely not losing money. It was $27 a person for
Right, but
Genie
people-
Plus.
but if you go, are you ever going to get it again? No, you won't get it again. That's what they're saying. Is like people that have the password, they won't get them because it's such a horrible thing. You go to log on, it's like you pick your time to go. It's like you can go in 7 hours.
All right, listen, guys. I have 4 children.
I'll go with you. I'll show you.
I mean,
Yeah, that's
you guys are making this sound like it's going to be the worst week of my life.
you're
And I'm
gonna
trying
have fun,
to be
you're gonna
really
have
Well,
positive.
it's just you have to wake up at 6:45 in the morning every single day.
What if I don't do Genie Pass?
It worked out. The money was worth it in regards to weights and stuff. We got on a million rides. We did. We got to do everything.
Sounds like a
Rise
great
of the
time.
Resistance worked out. Sick. But you're spending $100 for 2 people, so $50 a day extra before you even get in the park. It's bonkers.
I got a person for you.
What do you mean?
You pay them money and they set everything up, so you do everything at a certain
Oh, I
time.
heard there's people that
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah, she
tons
works
of people.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
They gotta
Oh,
set
that's
up-
nice. And
set
you don't
my
have to
trip.
wake up at 6:45. But the thing
You
is,
still gotta
your
wake
person doesn't know what time they're getting, what time is going to be picked either. So you still might have to be there at 8:30 in the morning and get a bus or drive there or whatever.
All right, so
All right,
no more
well,
Disney
it's-
World.
We're halfway through fantasy, and
We're not getting sponsored.
no, Disney hates us now.
Well, they come out.
Disney hates
ESPN
sports.
Bet's coming out.
Oh, that's right.
ESPN Bet is going to be out. I think
Oh,
a
that's
couple weeks,
desperate.
right?
Sure.
Desperate.
Yeah.
What are their free bets going to be? Are we going to get
I don't
some
know.
free
That's what
money?
I'm excited for. Like
No
that's
free money?
the amount
Their
of
boost.
the boost. The
You got to have a Genie
things.
Pass to get a free bet.
Yeah.
You
That's what,
gotta
like, if
pay
you
for
subscribe to
that.
Hulu, Disney, ESPN Plus, ABC, Go Now, whatever the fuck you want to call it, then you can get this boost.
That's That's exactly how it is.
Yeah.
But wait, it's really
And you're not
funny
allowed to
what
be
they
Jewish.
do. In
All right,
regards
first
to-
down, dogs.
Down dogs.
Jerk.
Take it, D.
He was a Nazi.